What's going on, YouTube? JB here. Just decided to ride around a little bit in Vidalia, Louisiana, and figured we'd do a little video around Natchez, mainly around Canal Street, looking at a few things going under the hill, and just see what we can see. We'll take a look and get back after this. Alright, figured the best place to start for a little trip around Natchez and Canal Street would be crossing the Mississippi River Bridge. So that's where I figured I'd start today. What we're planning is just kind of doing a little ride around. They've started putting the Christmas lights up. This is a week or so before Thanksgiving, so oh well. But they've started putting the Christmas lights up, so we'll have some of that. A lot of it you'll be able to see on my Instagram channel. I've always liked that bluff over there. But actually, this is my first attempt at a moto vlog. I actually do not have the setup on my helmet. I am working toward that. So all this is done with voiceover. But I'll do my best, and y'all can let me know what you think. Actually, in watching the video, I've got a few other issues I've got to work out, but I'm new at this, so I hope y'all can cut me a little slack. And if y'all have any hints, I'm be more than willing to listen to them. Alright, we finally made it to Canal. That's the Magnolia Bluffs Hotel. Kind of ties in with the casino down right off of the other street over there. One thing over here that I've always wanted to try, never have, it's the Natchez Brewery, and I've never had a chance to try one of theirs. Maybe one day, and I'll let y'all know what I think about it. Down here on the right, well, we'll take a left and the house will be on the right. It's always been done up and with all kinds of knickknacks and yard stuff. I have some pictures on my Instagram that'll do a little more justice than this does. I tried to go back and take some pictures of the interesting stuff that I saw. So hopefully y'all will look on that and spread the word a little bit. This is the old depot. There used to be the original Cock of the Walk restaurant that's in Jackson now. The original used to be down here, and it was a lot better, but they ended up closing it. But as you can see, they've started decorating for Christmas. And this is the turn right here to go down to the Magnolia Bluffs Casino. We're not going down there. But as you can see over here, we have a lot of Christmas stuff done up. I'll try to go back and see all this at night, but not sure how it's going to end up looking, but I'll try it and see. I've also got pictures of all this on my Instagram, so I know the video doesn't do it justice, but maybe we can take a look and see what we got. And then right up ahead, we have Under the Hill, which, you know, back in the day, or back in the days of the Natchez Trace, it was a pretty rough little area, but it's all cleaned up, and Now it's just restaurants and gift shops and nice views. Great views of the Mississippi River Bridge. Lots of history. One of the things I love about Natchez, all the history that's around. Get to the bottom of the hill, we can see some of the restaurants and stuff. I have eaten at a couple of them, and they are actually really good. I think I've eaten at the camp, and I've eaten at the Magnolia Grill, I believe, and both are really good. So if you're ever down this way, that's two places that I believe people will really enjoy. Good variety. And of course, when you get past it, there's a little pull off where you can actually, oh, that's the boat launch that was down here. I would say that's something you don't see very often, a Hummer stretch limo, but you actually see them a lot more often than you used to. What I was saying before I so rudely interrupted myself, when you get right up here, there's a little pull off, and that's got an excellent view. This used to be where one of the original casinos was, but I can't remember exactly, because that was the taxi turnaround. The old parking lot was up above, but they've kind of moved it down to Magnolia Bluffs now, so nice. Yeah, I'm trying to do this in the fall where we could see some of the trees turning and stuff. I think I came a little bit too early to get the real good colors. Down here in the south, I always love that bluff right there. Down here in the south, we don't get the bright colors that we do in other parts of the country. That's sorry I missed it, but that was Antebellum Home Rosalie. We'll try to come back at some point and do a tour of it. Old Fat Mamas, the original Fat Mamas. They moved and built a new one down below. Really good place to eat. And over here on my right is Fort Rosalie. And it's another place I'm going to try to come back to and explore a little bit and bring y'all along with me. Hopefully in a future video. And as we jump ahead in time, the entrance to the Natchez Trace. Well, let me correct myself a little bit. This is getting off of 61, where I could get on the entrance to the Natchez Trace. We're just going to ride down here a little ways. I'm actually heading to a campsite over at Natchez State Park, but that'll be in the next video. We'll have a little camping and let me adjust this. Have a little camping and we will explore a little more. Just can't get it quite right. Alright. And off we go. Usually don't see trucks coming through here, especially since they can't ride the trace. But it's actually a chip truck. I always loved getting on the trace right here. You know, as motorcyclists, we love twisties and turns and all that, and seeing how much lean we can get. I'm no exception to that. I try to be safe, but at the same time, it just something exciting about getting into these curves. That's another thing we'll probably explore a little bit of next week, is going to Natchez going to Natchez State Park. It's a little bitty road once you get into the park, but it's full of twisties. I love going through there. So now we are actually on the trace, and we're just gonna ride up here a little ways, and I'll get off and heading across, and that's probably where I'll end the video today. But until then, we'll just do some looking around, seeing what we see. Usually this time of year it's a little cooler than it is right now, and come through here late at night, not late at night, but late in the afternoon, like at dusk or even right at dawn, I have seen countless deer just on the sides of the road, just enjoying their little deer lives, and sit there and munching on grass and watching traffic go by. You know, that's kind of a good part of life up until deer season, and then it probably wouldn't be so good to be a deer anymore, but oh well. But these trees are gorgeous. I love riding the trace. That is probably one of my favorite places to ride. Now, I will be the first to admit I have not ridden lots of places. I have ridden the trace up to Tupelo and a little bit beyond. Well, actually, I've rode it up to Tishomingo, that state park, and stayed there one night and then rode it back. But I'm planning eventually to get to do a ride all the way up the trace from Natchez to Nashville. I'm hoping I'm able to do that next year. Of course, I've been trying to plan that trip for about, well, pretty much ever since I got back into motorcycling. I'm probably about 5-10 years ago. I've actually been riding for, I don't know, 20 plus years, but there was a period where I didn't have a bike. For various reasons, I had to get rid of mine, and ended up buying another one and got back into it, and then sold it and bought what I have now. In case you didn't know, what I ride now is a 2014 Electric Glide Ultra Classic, and it is my first Harley, and I will admit I love it. I've enjoyed this bike more than any I've ever been on. So, but once again, I have not ridden a lot of bikes. I've had a few, and this actually is my second touring bike. I had a Gold Wing at one point, and nothing against Gold Wings, I just love the Harley. But we just passed Elizabeth Female Academy. My mind went blank. I actually will have a video on that too when we do some exploring up around here. Alright, we're going to do a little turn off here and start heading to the state park, so I'm going to wrap it up. I know this video has kind of been all over the place, but come on out to the Natchez and take a look around. I think you'll be real impressed with it. If you like this video and want to see me do more, hit that like and subscribe button, and As always, be safe, and I'll see you next time.